Hi, it's Hazy and welcome to my channel. Today I'm showing you how to make borders for your papers, and well, it's actually 3 different ways, and there's, well, possibly 3 different ways to engineer them as well. Okay, engineer, that's a good word, isn't it? Well, it is sort of engineering. Anyway, please give me a thumbs up, please share my video with your friends, press the notification bell with your crafty fingers, and please join my Facebook group Hazy Crazy Arts as well. Okay, I'll just show you how to do these and which 2 or 3 different methods I use. Okay, let's go. Right then, so let's have a go at what I probably showed you at the beginning. I don't even know what I showed you at the beginning. Right, okay, so I've got the idea from Pam at the Paper Outpost, but I'm going to extend it a little bit into other things. So what was she doing? She was getting washi tape. Let's move just one piece of paper, please, thank you. Okay, so I'm using tea dye paper actually. Don't matter, you can use anything. And I'm going to, yeah, that's a point, isn't it? You need to make your, I'm going to do it all the way round. You don't have to. I can do it, you can do one bit at once. But I'm going to do all the way round so I can reveal it at the end. Okay, so let me just do this. I'll do this on a fast, hopefully. Oh. I don't have to do this. Oh, that's not much. I'll try that. Oh, it's not done it. Get a piece of this. Oh, that's at the end. I can't tell. Right, so the idea is to get the corners into perfect, I don't know, and all that. So I've done that into, I think, right then, oh, I don't know what I'm using yet. No, I've got these, which are German. German! You can tell because they've got the German at the top. So I've got these, I do like them. Peg stamps like this. Very nice. What did I use earlier? Was it this one? Oh no, it was this one, wasn't it? I'm going to use 3 actually, because 3, yes I am. Yes. I'm using 3 because I did earlier and it turned out to be really nice. So I've got some very pretty peg. I got them yesterday, you know. Yeah, I don't know. Right, now I'm using the new ones. I've got some new ones. That's fairly new. Rustic Wilderness is fairly new. Spiced Marmalade is new. And Warm Lipstick is new. Right, so there we go. Okay, so now, I don't know how close I can get actually. Well, I might be able to get a little bit closer, yes. That'll do, yes, that'll be fine, won't it? Okay, so we're just about right, and if we don't go out of shot, we don't move our paper. Right, so what we do now is, I'll put this on fast for you. Or I could tell you first, couldn't I? So I'm just printing one and then doing a one or 3 from that one. Oh look, I'm moving it now. Oh, and I've got to be careful about my edges. Okay, so now I'm going to get this one, and it shows you which way round you go. So that's the bottom of the stamp. Worked that out all by myself. The only trouble is I'm rocking the camera, aren't I? I think we can have another one of those in that corner. And in this one. And if I can peel this off now and keep it intact, no, not, no, oh, can you really? No, we're ripping it. Oh, look, we've got to be careful not to rip it. Wait a minute. That has never happened. Oh, because I've been reusing it, that's why. Oh, wait a minute, let's just get that. First one's a disaster, we're ripping it. Right. Right, that doesn't matter because it's coffee dyed paper. I'm going to cut that off, that's coffee dyed paper, that doesn't matter, does it? That was done when we dyed it, okay. Right. If you reuse it, then it doesn't actually happen. Tea dyed paper even, not even coffee dyed paper, it's actually tea dyed. So annoyed by that. Let's see if I can give it a proper remove. Still not done it. Anyway, you can see what I've done. If you carefully remove it, do not rip the paper by us. Yeah, you can see, look, that's tea dyed. And if you can see the disaster, we'll ignore that disaster. But look, isn't it pretty though? That for the edges of paper, that's so pretty. Right, oh, I've got loads of papers, you know. I've got ideas coming out my ears. Let's do another one. Look if I can use the same. Which one? Oh no, that's really dark that side. We'll use the lighter side. These are pieces of paper 4 by 6. So that's not going to fit. And I am absolutely sweating. It's 32 degrees Celsius, that is. Right, that's not even straight, is it? That's, yeah. Right, let's just use a different one there. Should we use the... Right then, so I'm back again. Hopefully. I'm using... Right, I've got butterflies, but that's for something else. Ooh, that's for something I'm going to try later. I've got these. These are, what stamps are these? Majestix stamps. So you buy them like this, and you also get things like that, but I'm not using that. It's huge, isn't it? Right, how many will I need? 1, 2, I need 3 of these then, because I'm going to use them all. And I've got a daffodil one as well, but I've got petunias, which are gorgeous. Right, then let's get some colours. I thought you might want to see this, but I'm putting the leaves on each side and the flowers on each side, and then there's 2 more leaf types, I think, yeah, and they can go on the other one. I need several, how many different green, 3 different greens, I think. I'm gonna have to dip the flowers. Right, let's have a look. What have we got here? Mauve lawn, that's too similar. Oh, I did get purple out for it. What's this one? There's also, but isn't that a bit pale? Right. Right, forest moss. I'm going to pour a bit of water on that, see if it helps. I haven't got a refill for forest moss, so I put a bit of water on. Right, so there's 6 different ones I'm going to start off with, so we can have some fun there. So the reason I'm doing 6 is because there's 6 different stamps, that's why. You don't have to do 6, you can do 2, which is perfectly easy. But I've got to try this, haven't I? You can do a couple, like a couple of... oh, that's not very good look, is it? Come on. Turn it. Turn it. Turn it. Yeah, I'm doing different coloured ones as well, so I've got to probably space them out. Do some small pink ones. Yay. Yay, there we go. Right, and then I've got, I've got some leaves, haven't I? So I don't want to do the leaves the same colour. What's this? Forest moss. Should we have that as one of the leaves? Because I just made it wet. See if it's good. Yeah, it works. I don't think it works as well, I'm hoping. Let's use that instead. I'm swapping them about. I'm twisting them as well as I go, because I don't know what it's going to look like. So I've not really used these more. I have, but not like this. Right, and then we can get the other one, can't we? Where is it? That's this one, isn't it? No, that's the flower. I've got much over there. It's decided to desert me and go over there. Right, that, I don't know which one's supposed to be the actual plant one, you know, that joins onto the flower. So, no idea. I've had petunias. My daughter bought me some for my birthday, put them in the garden. It were lovely. Right. Okay. Not this year, it wasn't this year. It was at least 7 years ago, because it was with us. Right, there we go. Yes, you don't need to just fill in these, just fill in the little spaces, because these are quite. It's meant to be like that. Right then, should we do the big reveal? And I've got to be careful this time. I know that it should be a little bit less used. I have got another method. I have got to I'm going to use the other method in a minute. I think if I can find I think it's a bit quicker. Yeah, that shouldn't take because it's been used. Right then. So how about that one? If you're doing something, you need if it doesn't quite fit, I've made the bottom a bit bigger, so I'd use that as the bottom rather than making the top or anything else a bit bigger. Oh dear, what am I showing you? Should we go back a bit so we can see? There we go, look. You see that now. I can show you a bit. I can bring it closer and it's going to say to me, move back if you want to stay in focus. There we go. That's really nice, isn't it? So that's two of them now. Totally different. Right, let me just use that thing I'm going to use. I'm going to use it for something else really, but I prepared it. Ready. Right, so I've got a piece of card here I'm going to stick on the page and see if that works. Okay, so that instead of putting washi tape down, got a washi tape to stick on the top, stick it to the page, because or you can use actual masking tape. Yeah. Right. So let me shove that down here. Yeah, you have to make sure it doesn't move. That's the only trouble. Right. So this is 6 inches by 4 inches. The piece of card is 3/4 of an inch less, so it's 3.25 inches by 5.25 inches. So where are you going? The dog decided to look at the dog. Somebody now, I can't see anybody's arrived. I can see if anybody's parked up outside here. Right then, what shall we do now then? Shall we use something else completely different? Sorry about that, I was just wrestling with my drawer. Okay, I was deciding to almost fall out. I bought these the other day. I don't know what these are going to be like. I bought them especially for something like this. So I'm going to use darker colour stamps, I think. Stamps. Yeah, stamps. I'm going to use darker colour stamps. So they are quite dark, aren't they? But what I meant was those. So I'm going to use black and brown. I don't know, black and brown. Shall we use black and brown or shall we use about brown and gold? Literally marigold. It's okay, I decided not to use those. I think because they're too long, you'd have to mess about. So I've got some tiny little stamps here. And I've got some, if you haven't got any peg stamps, but you have things like this. Right, let's have a look. What could I use? Oh, let's use that one. It's very pretty. And we'll try and use a different type of one as well. That's similar to what we've just used. I used that one earlier. Shall I use it again? I don't know. Yeah, because you haven't seen it, have you? I'm going to take that off there a minute. Okay, so I've got this. Right then, it's been rudely interrupted by my camera playing up. Now it says its files were too full. The files were too full, whatever it is. You know that thing where it switches the camera off. Okay, so I need the brown. Where is it? Right, brown and gold I'm going to use. So the gold's this. Literally marigold. So I'm going to put some of this along here. Ooh. So I'm just doing 2 colours now for fun. Okay, I know I should have started with 2, shouldn't I really? But you was excited as me, weren't you? You knew that I'd get on to the easier stuff later. Actually, this next one's going to be even easier. The one I've decided to do is even easier than this. Right. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing that for. I should be doing a bit more faded out stuff, shouldn't I? Yeah, good thing about these as well, you don't print so much, because on those on these I'm always printing the, not these actually, but the other peg stamps, I'm printing the edges. I don't know what I'm like. Right, so let's do this. Oops, excuse me, I need this little space here. Don't know what I'm doing that for. Turn it all the way around if you like. See, it's easy with a peg stamp, isn't it? But if you haven't got any and you've got these, and or you've got parts, I think you could obviously use longer stamps. It just, you could perhaps fade them out a bit if they were on the long. You're doing the long bit anyway. Hopefully. Ooh. Where's the other one I was using? It's there. Look. I need that one back. I need a bit where the T is. Okay. I think 3 on something as big as this would be good. Actually 3 colours. Oops. Oh, how come that looks like, I know it's right over there. The trouble is you've got the, with peg stamps you've got room to elbow everything out the way. Right, okay, that should have given me some nice straight edges as well. Okay, so that's the other one. Yep, there we go. So that's done a good job. It's done just as good job as the other one, hasn't it? Oh, there we go, see? That's not bad at all. So the other idea I've got with this, well, I've got, oh yeah, and there's another idea which is probably going to be the hardest one actually. But this one's going to be an easy idea. I'm going to need, I think, what colours am I using? Possibly, oh yes, my nice orange. I'm going to keep using my nice orange. I need to put these back. So I said to myself the other day, I'm not buying any more stencils. I don't need any more stencils. I don't need any more stencils at all. I've got absolutely loads and I do not need them. So, there we go. Oh, that's going to be, hold on, let's hit that one. Did it go that one? No. I think that's slightly too big. That's actually slightly too big. But never mind, we're going to try it. Right, I was going to use, oh yeah, 2 colours. I used 2 colours on the demo that you didn't see, the prototype. Okay. And where's my 2? I've even got the 2 brushes ready there. Right, let's see if it's gonna, oh, will it, oh, well I'm gonna have to move it, aren't I? Let's see if it's gonna work, because not everybody will have stencils, will they? Last time I used a Gustav Klimt stencil, probably one I showed you at the beginning. So what I'm gonna do, yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. Right, so I'm going to ignore the bit that I haven't got a stencil, that the stencil won't reach. A minute. I'm going to try and keep it in the same place as well. A whole minute. There we go. Right, that's because it's got things on the other side of the desk that's stopping it. There we go. I know. Right, now I'm going to move it down. Shall we turn it round as well? Then we get a different design there. Like that. This is called messy stenciling, but this is my normal stenciling. Okay, this is how I do it normally. Right, there we go. And then you take that off. Yay. And there we go, look. Yeah, that was part of the tea dye process. I always get lines and things. There we go. So that's okay, isn't it? So I've done that one. Right, there was another idea I had. That, right, these strips of paper. And I'm going to use I'm looking what colours I used last time. I didn't do it on purpose this though. This was not a purpose thing. This is just because I was trying it out on a piece of paper. Oh, there's a... I can use that as well. Ah, I've got to put my things away just a minute. Yay, so I've done them now. Yay! Right then, I'm hoping you can see okay because it's not getting dark. It's just that the sun's round the other side now. Right. I need a nice strong green. Oh, there it is. There's a nice rustic wilderness. Right, so I'm going to try this because I think this. I put this on here. I also painted it actually, but I don't know if you need to paint it. I'm putting one there. One. This is a very pretty load of pattern. This is my favourite out of them. I don't know what they are. Oh, let's put a bit down there and a bit up here as well. There you go. So I thought they were nice. That's a bit like a, I don't know, not quite a leaf. It's stylised leaf if it's a leaf. But there we go. And now I've got, what's that? Shall we get different colours? Let's have a look. Right, so I've got purple there as well. 3, I need about 7 colours really. Ideally 7 colours, but we won't have that many. That's 4, isn't it? I didn't do this last time, I've got that one as well. Right, that's the pink one. That's the big one. And I'm going to print him. Oh no, look at that, that's not very good. Doesn't matter because I'm going to... there we go. I don't know what this is going to be like. Where's the next biggest? What's the biggest? Is that the next biggest? Or is it that one? One of these two is. It's like a bow. Oh, it looks pretty already. Right, let's get another one. It's a blue one this time. I don't know what I'm doing that for. I should be doing that. Right, and then oh, purple. Let's get a nice purple one. Which one's the big one next? That one's a big one. So you can print over the other ones. It doesn't really matter. Okay. And oh, there we go. And and then I've got some tiny ones. Shall we do some? Otherwise, do some dark colours. Don't know about black. What about brown? What's brown? Yeah, that's the brown. That's my new black, my brown, isn't it? Yay! Oh look, I'm using. I don't know how many I've used. There's another couple of them actually. That one's got some pattern to it. There we go. Yeah, so you don't have to use butterflies, you can use what you like, but I thought that was quite nice with the big... I tell you what I did, this is what I did, I just tried them out, look. That's what I did, I just tried them out and then I did a bit of painting on them, but you don't need to do painting. Anyway, what do we use that for then? Yay! Let me show you. I don't know if I've got enough room. I've got everything on the desk and I'm thinking I can't be bothered to put it away. I don't know what I did. Right, okay. Right, let's have a look. Yeah. So something like a nice plain page. That's actually that might have been what I did. Right, you could put something here like this. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? So you could stick that as a page edger. That is a full page long one. It's already coffee dyed, whatever it is, tea dyed, isn't it? I've got to stick that in. Shall I stick it? Oh no. I'm not going to stick it in because I want to show you at the beginning, aren't I? Then I'll stick it in. Yes, and you can actually, obviously, and if you like, we'll have the I've not put the lids on. Right, there we go. Edge it up this end as well, because it's edged up, inked up even, naturally, isn't it, by the tea dye. Right, so I think that was the 3 things I was going to show you. Obviously the edging ups of these, and that's yeah, that's the and that's the Gustav Klimt. It's not much different. It is actually different, but it doesn't look much different because I've used similar colours. So I suppose you need a fairly slim, and if your stencil isn't as long, just keep it there and then just move it down for the last bit like I showed you. I think that's probably a best idea, isn't it? And then, well, there's my Gustav. No, that's not my Gustav Klimt. That's what I've just used. Right. Okay, Gustav, you probably want to see it, don't you? Right. So these are the ones I did. These are the ones I did, didn't I? Yeah. Yes, I did that one. I did that one early. Did I do that one today? Oh, did I? I might have done that one, didn't I? Yeah, I've done loads. So, oh, and that one, yeah. Oh, of course it is, yes. And there's another one with the petunias, and that is the black and brown leaf one. I thought it looked really. If you want a really vintage look, there you go. Nice dark tea dyed that is. Darkly tea dyed, and there's the ones I did earlier, and another black and brown one on white. There we go. So I've got some really nice little. I didn't actually cut myself off in mid-sentence. I didn't actually finish the sentence. I think I was going to say little borders of paper or something. But anyway, this is an insert. This is actually the Gustav Klimt one I was going to show. I nearly promised you, because I know people like him. I do as well. I think it's great. Because obviously there's little patterns, but that's actually what I got. Okay then, so then I've got another insert for you now. Right, so what I've done is I've actually done this in my journal. That's actually gone onto another page. It should actually be this one. Okay, so I've got that to the top and then that at the bottom. Then I've got these. I just printed out 3 rubber stamp butterflies, painted them. I haven't finished painting them yet. I'm in the middle of designing some little dots to go on them. That's what I'm doing. Okay, so that's what I'm doing then. And this journal, which is my 12 by 12 paper journal, which I've folded in half to make a 6 by 6, I have put rubber stamps and stencils. So I've got the flower stencil I often use, other stencils, and so I've got about 3 different stencils there, haven't I? Yes. I think it might be 4 different stencils. And I've used a rubber stamp of the Franken. There's loads and loads and loads of different ones on it. I just use that everywhere, all over it as well. And it makes a nice little thing. I put a piece of paper in the middle. As I showed you, that's what I would have done. It's not the washi-tape one. It's not the washi-tape idea. This was definitely just a piece of paper. I remember doing that. Yeah. Okay, so that's a couple of years ago I did that. So it's not new, not a brand new idea to me, but I thought I would just show you those 2 things I've done. I don't think there's anything else in here like that as well. I've got some things I've been doing lately. That's it. Yeah. There's that one. Very nice. Very nice. Very good. Very good. That one was like a border as well. Right, there we go. I do hope you've enjoyed my content today. Please give me a thumbs up. Please share my video with your friends. Press the notification bell with your crafty fingers. And please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I've got a Facebook group, Hazy Crazy Arts, as well. If you'd like to join me on there and show me what you've done. I'd love to see what you've made. And there's other things in there we do as well. Okay then, so I will say bye now. Bye.